Good.
Ready?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bio Academy Coaches Corner. This is Mark Hargett, along with head football coach Flip Godfrey. We'll be talking about this week's homecoming matchup with Lee Academy, and also looking back at last Friday night's game against the Pillow Mustangs. Coach, last Friday night, Bio traveled over to Greenwood, had a little trouble getting the offense going, and ultimately ended up Pillow winning the football game 22-0.
Yeah, we it's no secret we're struggling a little on offense, and again, we went over there, and again the game was close early, and we just really couldn't get anything going. And anyway, Pillow played hard, and up front I thought that they did a really good job, and then they got a class running back in Dane Stanford, and we let him get loose a couple times defensively and all of that. So anyway, we were a little disappointed with the way we responded and things like that. But back to the drawing board on Monday, and we'll hopefully have a great effort tonight.
Overall, really, Pillow didn't really throw anything at you. I don't think that you really didn't expect, did they?
No, not really. They had a couple of blocking schemes that we had to get adjusted to, but then after that, we thought our defense played fine and all of that. We needed to call some turnovers, which we didn't do, and no, they were just had some good offensive linemen, and then got Sanford going downhill, and we did a good job most of the time. But if you just slip up and miss a tackle, which we did, then he got loose a couple times. So.
Well, let's turn that page. We can't do anything about that one. So let's move forward. And for everybody, I'm sure everybody on the Bio Academy campus and whatever, obviously realizes that this is a big week here. This is homecoming week. Obviously, we're sitting here outside Bio Academy right in front of the parade here. So a little bit different venue for us as well. But tell us, Coach, I know it's been an exciting week and a fun-filled week for these kids. What has that meant to you and your ball club?
Oh, well, it's just a great week, and our people here do a great job, and for old coach, this is just fun. I mean, everybody's out here today as we're doing the show, and the floats are up, the parade's fixing to start, and then it'll be a great pep rally, and the homecoming court will be introduced. It's just a fun-filled week, just like you said, Luke, and we want our guys to enjoy it, and they have, and then again, when all the festivities are over, we've got to go back to work, and anyway, and it's a big game against a good league club. I mean, they're 6-1, and just they're good skill-wise. They're really, really good, and so we know we got our work cut out for us, and we've had a pretty good week of practice, and still got some injuries and things like that. But again, this time of year, we got the way I've always liked to do it is you get them ready to play in the preseason and all that stuff, and then if the time comes, then we expect them to step right in and do a job and all of that, and then we're starting to get some of our folks back. So anyway.
It's always good to get them back, and but you bring up an interesting point, because I know it's always a challenge. I mean, it's got to be a challenge on the coaching staff, to make sure that you get these kids ready for once the fun is over, to kind of get them back headed in the right direction.
Yeah, what we'll do today, Luke, is again the pep rally will be over with about 11:30 or so, and then we'll, of course, that the school will be out also, and so we'll meet for pregame and at 2:45, and then give them another hour or so. We kind of just wind down and all of that, and they'll be back up here at 5 o'clock, and we hope we can get them focused in on what task at hand, the football game. We'll again try to get them. Get them turned to where they're focused on the football game. And we got a great group. I mean, I don't think that'll be a problem. I mean, I think they're excited to play tonight. And the fact of the matter is, people seem to put a lot of doom and gloom. And past a few weeks, results have not been what we wanted. But we can get back to 4-4 if we're able to win tonight.
That's right.
And then we'll get ready for the next week and all of that. So.
Well, let's talk about this Lee team a little bit better,
Okay.
more. Like you said, they lost the first game of the year, Magnolia Heights, and then from there they have won 6 in a row and been playing some really good football.
They really, really have, and they, you know, skill-wise, they've got as good as we've seen. Quarterback, he is really good, and he's got some receivers that he throws to, and they throw the football a lot, Luke. I'm telling you now, they in a couple of games they've just gone completely away from the run and throwing it well, and we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to be ready for that. And, you know, we don't want the quarterback to get comfortable. I mean, we want to affect the passer, and we want to, you know, affect their offense, and so, you know, we're gonna bring a lot of people and try to match up in the secondary. And, you know, again, I think for when you play defense like that, we've got, you know, we need to create some turnovers.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we hadn't done. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've got to create some turnovers, and you know, anyway, I hope that situation will be a little better tonight.
Well, you've got your front seven all year long has played pretty well, and I know this is going to challenge your secondary,
Yeah.
obviously, which has struggled some at times all through the year. So it'll be very important, like you said, to put some pressure on that quarterback, not make him comfortable, not let him get comfortable. And I can't think maybe then you'll perhaps have some success.
Yeah, we, you know, again, we playing a lot of young people and a lot of different people because of some injuries and things like that in the secondary. So, like you said, we know that's going to be a challenge. So, you know, what we try to do for the football fans out there is we like to take the initial route away. You know, put a lot of pressure on them, take that slant route away, and make them go somewhere else. You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But you know, sometimes our matchups get to where we have a little trouble with them. You know, you get a receiver like number 1 from Lee, and you know, you got to give him some help. And you know, everybody, you know, I see people say, "Golly, we can't just let them have that hitch route." Well, we'd rather have the hitch route than we would something over the top.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So anyway, so we've got. You know, we've worked hard on that this week.
Yeah.
And offensively, you know, we've just kind of we're gonna be basic. We got to get a little something going, and want our linemen to be, you know, not be confused, and you know, just get off the ball, try to create some seams, get our running backs going, and then, you know, come off that, and we'll play both quarterbacks tonight. You know, we'll play John Howard and Mitchell, and you know, again, we've worked on that in practice too. So you know, we're looking forward to, you know, seeing if what we worked on in practice, you know, gets to the football game. So,
well, you talk about shutting down the other team's player. That was very evident last night. You know, Bio had a good win last night against Washington, the junior varsity, and it looked like Washington came in with the sole purpose of shutting down Aiden Borganelli. In the first half, they did a pretty good job of it.
They did, and you know, Aiden, boy, he's a really good player, and you know, we think he's going to get better and better. And it was a good ball game, like you say, and they did a good job of shutting him down. But I think the coaches did a good job at halftime of getting some adjustments and all of that, and you know, good win. You know, against a good Washington team. I mean, you know, it was a good game, really good game. It was.
Now you mentioned some freshmen. Obviously, you played some. A little bit more, maybe more extensively last Friday night in the fourth quarter than maybe you wanted to.
Right.
But they did get some good experience out of that.
They got some good experience, and you know, they practice every day with the varsity, and so you know, it doesn't. They're not really, you know, they're not really intimidated by anything, and that's really good. And so yeah, we're planning to use a couple of freshmen tonight, and you know, along with our other people, and you know, again. You know, we're expecting a good effort tonight.
All right. Well, it is homecoming on the campus here at Bio Academy, so all you alumni, come on out, and everybody in town, come on out. It ought to be a great night for football. It ought to be a great weather-wise night for football, and I'm sure the excitement is going to be in the air on the football field as well as it has been here on campus. I'm sure all week long.
It has, and it's been a great week. I mean, just like you said, beautiful weather. You know, the kids have enjoyed. We've had some, you know, they have a different theme every day, and just some really, some of the football players dressed up like the coaches, and that was a lot of fun. And according to some other, you know, and some other things too. And so, anyway, we've had a great week, and you know, we want to cap it off with, you know, with homecoming festivities and hopefully a victory.
You're taking that dressing up like you as flattery, I know. So we'll take that. Hope I'm not making fun of it.
I know they look way better than I did. So anyway, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, so, good deal. Well, thanks again for all y'all joining us all through the year. And again, we'll try to bring a victory home here for homecoming tonight. Coach, any final thoughts?
Well, nothing but you know, y'all come out tonight again. It's gonna be a lot of good festivities, good football game, and go Colts.